What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Here's another short clip from the old Christian trucker. I'm out here on Saturday. Been running a flatbed load down there, delivering a load of scrap paper. Thanks to my good friends for providing that load. It was not easy today because I was tired. I did not sleep good last night. And you know, even though I haven't been pulling loads this week as much, I've just been swamped with other things because we've got some changes happening and trying to make some things happen. And I think that I'm just pushing a little too hard on a couple of things, and I'm just going to try to back off of that and give God time to work. That's a hard thing to do, is to allow God time to work. He works on his own timetable. No matter how bad we want to do something, the good Lord does things in his own timing. And whenever you wait on him and you wait to receive what he's going to give, things tend to work out a lot better. This week we did have a slight malfunction with Champ, Curtis's little 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. We got in it the other day and it would not go in rebackers. That's right, the reverse would not click in on the little thing. Well, I had to get a new little thing. You know, the paddle shifter on that there steering column, we had to replace that bad boy. And believe it or not, it was not that expensive. It was only $116 for the entire paddle shifter. And it's not with 6 bolts holding the covers on and 2 bolts holding the piece on with little electric connectors. So I'm gonna slap that on hopefully this afternoon. But the other issue we had is while I was fooling with that, I realized just how bad the air conditioner had got. He had told me it had been blowing warm occasionally, but for the most part it was survivable. I did not realize, I think he grossly underestimated. You hear that, Curtis? Curtis, you grossly underestimated it, man. I got in that truck and it was like the flames of hell in that thing in the middle of summer. But yeah, we took it over to the Western Star and let them tinker on it, and after $1,500 and a whole bunch of labor, they got it working, and now it supposedly is blowing at 40 degrees out of the vent. So we'll see if that thing will hold up now. But I mean, we had insulation all in the drain, and it was putting water on the floor of the truck. It had a bad ground over by the starter and a couple more wires that were rubbed and smashed together, so that shorted out the compressor. So the clutch, compressor, dryer, new cabin filter, all of that stuff has been replaced in his truck. So he should be blowing good and cold when he leaves back out there this week. But yeah, he pulled in and pulled local for me this week so I could go work on a few things. And those things are still going to have to wait to be recorded on video for y'all. But we are trying to do a couple things. Tags are coming due, and 2290s and all that stuff is on right around the corner. So that always makes you happy when you got to drop $6,000 right off the top come July, August. That just always spurs you. And, you know, I set up where I do my inspections in June, and all the tags and stuff come in July, August, 2290s and all that. And then my renewal is in September for my insurance. So we're getting everything in its own month. I still need to get my office situation straightened out where I can delve more into my driver files and my maintenance files and all that, and get a little bit more organized as far as that goes. But you know, it's hard to manage everything and still run a truck every day. But I'm hoping within a year I'll have enough good drivers. Like the 2 I got are great. If I have a few more, I can come home next year and dispatch from the office and be able to fill in where I need to fill in. That's the plan, Lord willing. Everything will work out. Just gotta gotta wait on him to open those doors so I can shove them open and do the great things that he wants us to do, you know. And at the same time, I'm trying to enjoy each step. I'm trying to provide some help to those around me as I grow. Like the last 2 weekends we spent cutting up a great big old oak tree from my pa-in-law. We had to get cut down so it didn't fall on the house. We had a great friend of the family come out there. He had a Kubota tractor with a front end loader, and it had a grapple. So he was able to grab them big old chunks of tree and move them out of there and take all the limbs and pile them up so we can burn them. Look, he saved me 2 days of labor just using that tractor, because I was having to be careful and cautious as I was climbing over tree limbs and through tree to cut it up, and then we were dragging the tops and burning them. And it, look, he was a godsend. He was a real blessing. So that helped a lot. And today, like I said, hauling this load of paper. See, the people that I'm helping with this paper are trying to expand. I mean, they're pushing hard. In my opinion, they're doing good. It's just scary to watch them push so hard because they're dependent on these loads to be took. And I just can't turn my back on them. I have to do it even if I'm small. I've got to find a way to do it. So we're going to probably let Mr. Curtis pull him a load of flatbed stuff in a couple weeks and see if he can't, you know, if Champ will handle one of these loads. Now, see, Champ likes a lightweight load because it's got that DT12 automatic, and it kind of does what it wants to do when it wants to do it. I'm not a fan of the DT12. I'm not at all. I hear tell that the Ultra shifts are better. They shift more like a driver would shift a standard. But that DT12, man, it starts off so slow with a heavy load, it is really uncomfortable and almost unsafe. And we've had it looked at. We've had the computer went through and adjusted a lot, and it just don't do what you want it to do. I mean, I've been in it, and it's just not a quick shifting, strong shifting truck. The engine, I can't say enough good about that DD15 that's in front of that DT12 transmission. It sounds good. I mean, it's powerful, solid engine. But that DT12, I'm at the point now to where I don't want to buy anything but 10 speeds. However, I am willing to try out an Ultra shift. And if I can find one for the right price, I might buy one. You know, who knows? We'll see. You know, the future has a lot. I'm still learning the equipment and my equipment of choice, but so far, you have a hard time beating a DD15 with a 10-speed. However, that little Max Force I got has been the best one in the fleet as far as dependability. It's a 2011 International Max Force with a 10-speed. We've had to put one sensor on that bad boy, and so far, knock on wood, she has done really well. Maxine has done great. Or we might call her Max a Million when she hits 1 million miles. You know that thing is over 800,000 miles on it now. I never dreamed I would get that much usage out of that little truck. But Old Timer has took that truck and turned it into a little workhorse. I kind of hate to retire it, but it's not a comfortable ride. You know, so one of these days we're going to retire it and get Old Timer an upgrade. However, anyway, that's what we're doing. We're just out here trying to haul a little scrap paper today and riding in the rain. Look, I'd a lot rather been at home in the bed today. You don't get do-overs in life. Like if I'd have stayed home today and decided not to go and help them pull this load and make a little change, I would have got up tomorrow and been like, I wish I'd have done it. Because it would have still been on my to-do list. I'd have still had things that needed doing. And I would have missed out on the opportunity today. It would have been nice to stay in the bed and relax. But when I look back at it, I would have wished that I would have took the dead gum load of paper. Because it would help them and I'd get a little change. And in all honesty, I'd have done if I stayed home was just probably slept. I don't know how much good hope y'all have a great and awesome day and Sunday and going into next week. I'm not sure when I'll post another little video, but I just wanted to shoot y'all this one and just conversate. Tell y'all God bless, and I'll catch you on the next ride.